Hello there, it's Orc Tim, and today we are talking about our next little chapter for this game. I have painted all 6 of my crew, and this video is to go through the backstory, why they're working as a team, and a bit else. And I will also talk about the stats properly and what gear I gave them. One thing I forgot to do in the last video is story points. I started with 1 story point because one of my guys, luckily I've got 1 story point. You roll a d6 and I rolled a 4 and you get +1, so I get 6 story points together. I thought maximum I was going to get 1, so I was like, that's not good because they're hard to come across. But luckily enough, I realised I missed that, so I got 6 together. So, if you, I can't remember what I said, but I said I painted the models. I will show you the models all at the end. They're not the best painted models in the world. It's more for what they're made from, because they're made from like a hard rubber. Hold on, I got one of the aliens. That's from the same pack. So this one, the aliens, I can bend the arms over, so it's straight now bending, and I can bend them quite happy out them breaking. So it's not much. They are detailed, but it was quite hard when you start painting, the detail come out. So I think they're not the best painted models I've done, but I'm still happy. I really like the bases I bought for them because I cut them off because that's when they were bases with footprints on. I'm very happy I did that. I'm glad to do that. So, let's get into the crew. So first of all, Kaylee. It's Kaya. She is the enhanced human. That's her. Oh, I will show you a closer one up at the end. Her stats are all the standing. When you making this, this is standing human. Oh, the standard is reaction 1, speed 4, combats 0, toughness 3, savvy 0, luck 0, XP 0. All these can change. So with her, she got reaction 2, speed 7. The highest speed you can do is 8, so she's 1 way to max. I am not going to prove that for many years, so she is extremely fast. So I can move 7 inches. That's ridiculous. She's got combat skill +1, toughness 4, savvy +1, and she's got 1 luck point because she's the captain. She has the military rifle I rolled. It has range 24, 1 shot, 9 extra. And I gave her the scanner bot as well because I think where she's from makes more sense maybe for it. So if you remember what that does, that just gives me 1x plus season initiative. So with her, she is part of the she has 1 rifle, remember, and the rifle is Sisters of Pride and Fury. She is recently from that group. She has been there from this mental realistic group, that's how she will put it. She was been with them from a young age. She got taken away from her family by this realistic group. Her family owned a debt to them and they didn't have much, so they took her as payment. She's been with them ever since when she was at least 6 years old and is now 26. She's been there for 20 years now. Throughout the years, she has seen them doing, some of the leaders or officers have done lovely, fantastic things for the poor, for the needy, but also she's seen the barbaric side of this group as well. She's seen them killing innocent people, burning people in the States, giving fair trials, saying they're evil, corrupt and heretics. Also, if you do not follow their strict religion rules, you will be punished. And she's been punished over time because she talks out and speaks out her own terms. And she's getting more annoyed, and she then chose when she's on 1 duty to just walk off and never come back. You do not leave this group. If you do, they will hunt you down and kill you. That's their job. And she generally has walked into this scummy, semi-scummy bar, local pub or bar, and she's sitting there having a drink. And that's where she is at the moment. Our next group is she is a special character. Our next one is one of our humans. This is John Parkinson II. He is our trader. He is reaction 1, speed 4, combat skill 0, toughness 3, savage 1, luck 1, and he has a machine pistol, range 8, shoot 12. It's a pistol and focus. Focus meaning you can shoot one target. And I gave him the jetpack. Oh no, not jetpack, jet belt as well, because he has quite a lot of little gears or backpacks and everything around him, and he has like a metal thing on his side. I thought that's quite cool, and that's why I chose to give him the jet belt, not pack. He's the weakest one out of the group, so that's why he's like half the size of all of them. With John, he was born at his families were always been traders. He mostly been living at near research outposts as traders. So when he got old enough, he left them because his families always care about money. They always did really well with money, but he wanted more. He wants wealth. He wants to be powerful, money, women, nice things, and staying with his parents or near his parents. He's not going to do it. So he went to the big city. He's always done quite well trading, but he always can't get enough. He wants more money, more power. He wants the nicest things. He wants to be living in luxury, and he hasn't got that. About 6 months ago, he bought a strange alien vessel. He named this lovely pink alien vessel Melissa, after one of his ex-girlfriends, because it's big and pink, and that's what his best way to describe it. It's a bit weird, but he chose to name this ship here. He just, after a hard day of work, he just went into one of his taverns. He wanders in, uses his in and sits in the corner, have a drink, look at his what money he's made, and check his expenses out for the week as well. And that's where he joins our group. Next one is Captain Christopher Robertson. He is our ex-police force. He is reaction 1, speed 4, combat +1, toughness 3, savage 1, and 1 luck point because he's a human. He has and also he has 2 XP as well. He does. So he has 2 XP as well. His weapon is the shotgun. It is range 12, shoot 2, damage 1, and focus. So he only again focuses on target. So that's one of the better weapons I did roll. So he's got it. And luckily enough, the model has a shotgun as well. Firstly, he's been in the police force all his life. His father was, his grandfather was. The difference is he's a bit a dirty cop. He always takes bribes, help low criminal gangs for payment on the side, and when they get a bit high for the breaches, he completely destroys them and get rid of the gang, and then he does go to the next one. Also, he's with computers, he's a very good hacker as well, and throughout the years he's boosted up his paycheck little by little, or give him some benefits, or putting dirt on other police officers to get where he stands as the captain. He got caught doing this, changing his paycheck, and realised a lot more as well. So he got because he's done great things for the force, but they realise he's done the nasty things throughout the years, so they retired him early. He's not happy about it, and so before he left, he gave the whole police force a nasty forest to remember him by. So he's at the same pub drinking Sorrow's Way, and he's not happy. But before he left, he was about to destroy another gang before he got caught out and got fired. And this gang was called the Gungans. This is a low petty crime gang, but they realised what he was going to do, and he pissed them off before he left, and now they're after him. And the police force is after him because he screwed up the whole system. So the local world police force, the world's called Policeton, if you remember, is a heavy police force on this planet, and so he's now got two rivals after him: the gang, the Gungans, and the local police force. He knows about the gangs, but he doesn't know the police force yet. They want him alive to arrest him, but they don't want. But the gangs do want to kill him, and he's just there, at the bar, just drinking Sorrow's Way. The next one, but I would say the next two are two aliens. Are Swift, who's like a reptile lizard creature, and Kinif, I can't pronounce it, are war-hungry military alien, are friends. These are the only two that know each other from the whole group. They are already at the bar. This is a local drinking area. This is normal for them. But go on. Keith, the war-hungry alien. Keith Headbutt is reaction 2, speed 4, combat 0, toughness 4, savage 0. He has a scrap pistol, range 9, shoot 1, nothing special, and he's got the shatter axe. He's a hand combat and he does 2 damage, so he's got quite a good hand weapon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if. So yeah, and that's really it for him. His family's always been in the factory district or the industry area, and he thinks every time he's grown up, he thought his family could do more because of their people background. They are military people built for fighting, and he's left home as early as possible, and he's been trying to join the police force, but he's not the intelligent chap, and he's a very he's got anger problems sometimes, so he's never got in. He has tried to recruit many times but failed every time, so he's looking for his own freedom to do something and able to do anything. He's not got the best shots as well because he is a terrible shooter, so that's why he's got a big nasty axe. His best friend is Alexon, who is our Swift. They met up randomly in a bar fight, helped each other, and been best friends ever since. He is just there to. He is looking for his glory for battle. He wants to do something for what his people was built for. So that's what he's looking for. Alexon is, I might pronounce the name because I don't remember how to pronounce it. The weird thing is, it is spelled Axoloti. It's named after a Mexican amphibian. It's like a newt thing with the gills inside. When you look it up, you will know what it is straight away. You can buy these as pets as well. So when I do say not sure, look it up, then you will know what I mean. It's a Swift. They can fly and so forth because they got wings. I know he has got wings, but I can't believe I got like a reptile or anything like that in the first place. Reaction 2, speed 5, combat 0, toughness 4, savage 0, and XP plus 2 as well. He has hand laser. He found it scavenging. It's range 12, shoot 1. And he's got snapshot. I think snapshot is when range 6 you do extra damage or something. He is I forgot, hold on. From a hold on. So, like I was saying, Anatron is from his family always been on the go in a military form. His family was always out on the outskirts on military basis, and he didn't want to go down his father's routes to fight in the military. He wanted more, something different. So he left home and became a scavenger. He's learned to survive on his own really well throughout the years. He's done really well with scavenging, finding a lot of use of parts and things to sell. And one of the things he found was his hand laser that was lying around. So that's why he has a very useful high-tech weapon to protect him with. He's met Keith Headbutt in a brawl. They helped each other and became friends, and Keith is always interested with his father's background because what he is, and he's asked questions and he's finding it funny that what he could have, that's what he wanted, but it's upset that he would be happy what his family wanted. So that's why they become friends, because they both wanted what each other didn't have. And they get on really well, and this is their local drinking tavern, and that's why they're there. And for last and only is Emily. Emily, I said a role for the bot, but I realised bots don't have backgrounds and I messed everything up, so I chose to change it, and she's on like a special alien. Prime alien, and she's still a robot, but they have a background, but they don't have less robot stuff. She can have robot implants, but it costs like time and extra, like 150% more, so it's more expensive. But Emily is reaction 2, speed 4, combat 0, toughness 4, savvy 2. She's got a beam pistol, range 8, shoots 1, damage 1 is the pistol, and she has a blade, and that's it. And she has a natural 6 plus armor stage because she's still a robot or cyborg, whatever you want to call it. With Emily, she generally can't remember. She doesn't want to remember much from the beginning. She is a ex-sex robot, and best way to put it, her pimp was extremely abusive and used to corrupt her, damage her parts or corrupt her. And one time he forgot to reboot her or change her memory, and she found the chip that was making her not able to do stuff, or him to control her. He removed that, and she got away. And she's been wandering around the land as a nobody, and just scuffing places to places, and learning how to navigate the whole planet, and just walking around and doing odd jobs there now. One time, when she walked around the city, she noticed a lady in distress, and she helped her against some thugs. And this is Lady Penelope, our patron. She helped her, and Lady Penelope realised who she was very polite and very ladylike, and after, you can help me to do some jobs. And they're now very simple jobs, some of these nice jobs, and lately their jobs are getting harder and harder, and a bit more, maybe a bit darker sometimes. And this new job, she knows she needs more people to do it, and that's why she's been walking to it, certain around taverns, look around, check. She likes certain look of people, so that's why she's in there, and she likes some people in here, so that's why she's more open it up about. And that's why she's here. She's looking for help in this tavern. I forgot to mention, not sure, that we have 3 more upgrades, but all the upgrades are on the ship. We got the duplicator that can duplicate one thing, one thing, but it can't scan itself. and one is to do when I leave the world. When I need more license to work, I get +1. +4 I don't on a roll 4 pass I don't, and I can't remember the other one. Scanner bot, that's +1 initiatives, is on Carly, and the jet belt is on John Parkson the second, if I didn't mention that. And that is it. That's the crew. Background, very quick for a brief, but how the whole design of why they became a team and why they picked the captain is a bit on different. Well, Emily came in saying, I need a crew. Very quickly, Carly stands up, saying, I'm happy to help. She wants to do something right, and just as Emily seems in distress, so she came up quite quickly, and she goes, it's paid more. Keith walks up, goes, it's a bit dangerous, want some muscle? And he points his mate behind and goes, oh, we're looking a bit low in the cash, and sounds interesting. They both agreed on. And John overheard word of the money or credits, a lot of credits. So John stands up and goes, I heard how much credits? And then goes, oh, also got a ship. Just wing that in to help him in. They all discuss, Emily's discussed what she needs to do for the mission. We don't know the mission yet, till roll. Then our captain from ex-police force stands up and goes, I'm happy to help. I've got no job, I need money. So he joins. So they discuss the mission and so on and so forth. John stands up and goes, right, we need someone in charge. I know myself because I've got the ship. And everybody looks at him because he's like half the size of everybody. And a couple of people laugh. The captain, Keith, does, because he turns around and goes, you're puny. And now start arguing, not too bad, who's going to be captain. Keith, are not the smartest tool in the shed, brings up something that's about a arm wrestling competition to captain. Everybody agrees to it, so drop one. That's John, because he's the smallest out of the lot. So they draw names on the hat. So John and Emily are the first two to go. Emily destroys John in less than 10 seconds, like 5 seconds flat. Boom, gone. He's not the captain. Then it's Keith against the captain, Captain Richardson. Keith was quite shocked how good he was, but Keith still came on top with the thing. So the captain's out. So it is now Andrex against Kaylee. Kaylee wins it, semi quite well. Everybody was quite shocked about that. So the other three realise now. Then you got 3 less, so they agreed. The captain come on. Everybody agrees. Again, John, the captain have another go. So the captain's against Emily, and sorry, Emily's against Keith, and Carly's against captain. Keith and Emily's fight was a bit hard, but Keith came top and beat Emily. And then Carly against captain, but again, the captain was quite surprised how strong Carly was and defeats. So the last two is Carly and Keith. Keith thinks he's got this on his hand. He's like, yes, I'm going to captain. But when he started arm wrestling Carly, he realised it was a lot harder than he was, and Carly beats him. He took it really well underneath his chin. He took it shockingly well. Even his mate Andrex was very surprised, but he was still happy. So he's realised like he's still the second strongest in the group, so he's happy about that still. When they discuss what they do, what they're planning to do, they will meet up in John's ship the next day and realise how hideous it is, and ask him what his name, and he explained it's called Melissa, named after my ex-girlfriend. They all look at him like a weirdo because it's a hideous name for a random name for a hideous ship, so they go with it. And their colour's even worse because they're just pink. Carly does explain that who she was and what she part of, and so they're saying they'll be after her. The sisters private jury, a Fury, will be after her. They are all fine about this. They understand, and Emily understand more because of her background, and she's fine with it. John hesitated. Keith goes, quite happy. We can have a proper rumble. The captain does not say anything about his. The old police captain doesn't say anything about his 2 rifles with the police force or with the gang, or the gang at all. So he kept that secret. And that is the story. Why they're met. Who's the captain, and so on and so forth. I thought it'd be something nice out there, and now the game will show their story and how they go. And the next video is I'm going to roll for they need to pay for the lifestyle, and I need to roll for the first mission and get the first mission started and ready, because I don't know who they're fighting. Luckily enough, I have a lot of different models. If they hit a rifle gang, I need to then paint all my rifles and so on and so forth. I got 3. Lucky enough, I have a group of random 4 models turn up. I'll show these. Has anybody, if you watch the film, is it Fifth Element? Yes, the Fifth Element. I bought. Oh, they're gonna focus on you. Oh, okay. If you remember the Fifth Element, they got the weird creatures with the weird pointy ears from the film. What's his name did? That's what these models are. They're from the Fifth Element. They're their horrible. God, I forgot the creatures called. And I got quite a few of them. And also, if you remember the best person who looked like the best way to describe, like the weird looking Hitler with plastic thing on the side. That's what my mind's being of. But the person gave me the wrong thing, so I got more on the way. So that's good. I got the sisters there, and I got some next one the models coming as well, because they're really good for like just generally thugs and nothing else. And that's it really about this video. I hope you like it. I will paint them up and show them off because they're so different, and just I love them. That's why I named the Gungans as well. But yeah, if you like this, again, if you like my videos, please comment, like, and subscribe. I like reading my comments, so please comment underneath. I like to see a couple more comments and bring up, and also if you want to see anything or anything I can do better, please comment as well. Many thanks, and see you in the next video.